We don't believe in being called officers at Anibiome, so I'm just the chief. So hello, everyone. My name is Nika. I'm the co-founder of Anibiome. And today I'm talking about a topic that touches the heart of every one of us. Longevity is a topic that needs to be discussed in a wider audience. And I'm happy to have entrepreneurs, scientists, and governmental representatives here with us today. And ultimately, I hope you will bring some messages outside of this room today as well. Now, I'm sure you've all heard and come to realize today that longevity will radically transform the world as we know it. It will impact the very fabric of our society and how we interact with each other. Now, in order for us to get there are different parts that need to come together. And we are now in the century of biology. In order to propel it, we need to first understand it. And the century of biology will teach us about all the wonderful marvels of the biochemical reactors inside our bodies and the marvelous interactions. However, our brain does not have the processing capacity in order to understand it. That is why we need the AI. Not to decode what is inside, but to decode the complex and multimodal interactions happening every single moment in time, and how that impacts us as people, and not just on the individual level, but also on the social level. How do we interact with other people? How do we bring about our creativity? And once we eliminate aging, and we will eliminate it, a completely new set of problems come. How do we live each and every day of our life to the fullest? Now, there is a big issue happening in the world. More than 40% of the global population is suffering from gut-brain interaction disorders. They used to be called functional gastrointestinal disorders. However, we came to understand with science that it's not just the gut in question, but also our brain and our mind, our ability to cope, our ability to express ourselves, our ability to build social interactions that we all know are so important for our longevity. And when we look at the pathophysiology, we can see that it encompasses different factors, from the psychosocial one, so a tendency of a person towards anxiety, depression, their ability to cope, their ability to handle stress. Then we have the neurologic ones, the ones regarding the visceral hypersensitivity, the feeling of discomfort in our gut, the motility, and the gastrointestinal factors, such as the altered motility and the changes in the gut microbiome. This conversation is bidirectional. The gut sends the signals to the brain, and the brain sends the signals to the gut. Which one was there first? We don't know. But we know we can impact it. So at Anibiome, when I started on this journey, there was something fundamental that shifted in me as well. Because when I was around 24, 25 years old, I had an acute gut disorder. And this gut disorder made me witness this pain firsthand. Because I was 24 and suddenly I started feeling like I was 75. I started suffering from anxiety, from panic attacks, from feeling insecure, and I never did that in my life. So I knew this was a burning and pressing issue that needed to be resolved. And now at Anibiome, what we are building is an ecosystem. We are fueling a virtual being that we call Ani, that encompasses both diagnostics and therapeutics, because we need both. First, we need to understand our biochemistry, and then we also need to impact it. So, in terms of our non invasive diagnostics, we developed an app that collects 4 different types of data. We have the biopsychological, biometric, wearable data, and optional lab data that one can upload to the system. We do not provide a service because the scan only takes a minute a day. It needs to be simple, and a person needs to be able to integrate it into their daily routine. And our initial results are astounding. We have more than 50% users engaging with Ani on a daily level, feeding her with data. And we also integrated a reward system because we see data as a currency of the future. Then, based on those non-invasive diagnostics results, Ani builds the digital gut model in order to predict the optimal scenario and the best biological interventions on how to impact and bring the words to the vocabulary between the gut and our mental health. There is an underlying architecture of multimodal machine learning models. I will name some. For example, we have a prediction model for IBS, and it's already working with 85% accuracy. We have another machine learning model that is based on graph neural networks used in drug discovery processes in pharma industry. And that one we are utilizing to decode the metabolic pathways and how to influence them with different bioactive compounds related to the gut-brain connection. We are continuously evolving more and more and deploying machine learning models to understand this complex mechanism, and ultimately to design the biological interventions. This brings me to our second pillar, the age biotics. Personalized bioactive compounds that are highly bioavailable and come in a liquid format and are super easy to use. We usually recommend they be taken in the morning after the fasting state, as our microbial activity in the gut is diminished. And our age biotics are rich in organic acids, polyphenols, different types of enzymes, peptides, etc. And they are continuously evolving on a monthly basis. Our clients continuously receive new selections. We designed a method that we call bioactive compound regenerative farming in order to create them, and it revolves around fermentation cascades, meaning that we get highly bioavailable compounds. Because what's really important is not just taking the supplements, but also having supplements that your body can actually absorb. And our work has already been validated by multiple European institutions for the impact on sustainability, innovation, and health as well. And that brings me to my next topic, and that is the scientific findings. We already have a clinical trial on humans in process. It's a placebo, double-blind study, and we are looking at the effect of our intervention on gut microbiome diversity and inflammatory panel from the blood. The study was built based on the findings from a Stanford study that has shown a significant effect of consuming fermented over a longer period of time on increasing gut microbiome diversity and decreasing inflammation in the blood. However, we are going to the step further because this study was only done on 14 people. Our study is being done on 150 people, and we have a placebo group. Furthermore, we have in vitro study results, which have shown a promising effect on a simulated leaky gut model. So it is estimated that up to 90% of people in the world, living in the world today, have some level of progress of a leaky gut, meaning that there are different toxins making it into our bloodstream and other places where they shouldn't go. And there was a significant increase in short-chain fatty acid production, up to 120%. Now, our short-chain fatty acids are extremely important for our health. They help us regulate our emotions, they help us cope better, etc., and really build on the mental well-being of a person as well. Furthermore, there was a significant effect on improving the gut barrier integrity up to 27%. Not only that, but also the immunomodulatory effect, because there was a significant increase in the anti-inflammatory cytokine production. So altogether, this was just the beginning of a much larger scientific strategy and one of the building blocks that we are now further evolving on. We are now continuing the study with further study on mitochondrial health, telomeres, and oxidative stress. And we will be combining the findings to further evolve our scientific strategy. We also submitted 2 proposals for 2 more clinical trials on humans, one on brain health and stress, and the other one on low-grade chronic inflammation. What I would like to add is that H-biotics are registered as food. However, we are building all the integrity of the medicine in the background, and our scientific strategy will further evolve as we receive further findings. Now it's time for a scientific rebellion. As I mentioned, our products are placed on the market as foods, so we are already available on the market. Just last quarter, we achieved 30% month-over-month growth in the number of clients without any paid ads. But the best part is they are staying with us. Our lifetime value is approximately 6 months. And I would like to use this opportunity to join us on this scientific rebellion journey at the intersection of food, biotech, health, and longevity. I invite you to join us on this journey, either as an investor, as a new client, or a B2B or B2G partner. Find me afterwards to discuss how we can build the world of biological transhumanism together, a world in which we are able to understand and design the complex biochemistry that defines our human experience. Thank you.